Grandad?
Call me Colonel.
Just what exactly are we to do now, Colonel Grandad?
We've just discussed that. You get the equipment, I'll sort out the means of transport.
Equipment for what?
For what? For your journey to the town of the humans, of course.
I'm supposed to...
Who? I very much doubt you'll find anyone else here. This is your chance to be a tragic hero, my boy.
Sure, I'd like to do something exciting, but...
Try? There is no try, only do. This is your... So, here's the plan. You get yourself...
All right, I can have a look. About my equipment?
Yes?
I don't know.
Let me think. You need a helmet. You can...
Without...
And you need a map of the area. Reconnaissance is everything. We are living in information.
So I need a map and a...
And then, of course, you need a parachute. Just a brick.
This ring, do you really...
I don't.
The gremlin said it would change all...
We are simply soldiers, my...
Sound sense? I'm supposed to try...
Absolutely.
I'm the safe...
Absolutely.
Do you know the Archmage?
I've never met him. After all, he's a great leader, but I've heard lots about... He's an advisor to the king. He lives in a tower down by the sea.
I hope he's there.
If he's not there, you'll have to wait for him or give me your word of honor.
Okay. I swear I'll give it to the... Well, we can't expect any help from the master.
I didn't expect much more from that cowardly drunkard.
Grandad,
Some boss sits in his fortress drink...
I think he missed...
Well, perhaps. But one thing's for sure.
I'll go look for the rest of my...
You do, but remember...
Right. Dad's vice brings back a... Dad's vice brings back a lot... That's the lever for my pet. I can't use it until they... Our kitchen. Our flour mill. Mother makes sure we eat it. One day we'll all be big and strong. There's still some grain in the funnel. A good handful of barley from my mother's kitchen. Oh, I can't reach that. I could reach high enough using the arm, but how am I supposed to grab hold? That won't work. Master Merlin's antibacterial kitchen cleaner. If only I could cast spells like Merlin. Master Merlin's antibacterial kitchen. If only I could a good handful of barley from my Master Merlin's If only I could cast spells like Merlin. Mum hid the knives as a precaution after Grandad. Scissors from my mum's kitchen. Elven ropes are almost a thin, silvery elven rope. A pale blue glowing liquid. My mum wrote super fertilizer on it. Probably one. This is my very cool room. My old gnome scout rucksack. Pretty tough that, but somehow I wonder if putting small bags and pouches in it would increase the rucksack's capacity. My old gnome scout rucksack. Let's see. I pull the rope through the eyes on the rucksack. Yes, that works. I've pulled the rope through the eyes on the rucksack. My old tennis racket. The catgut is missing. What did I use that for? I'll just knot the loose ends around the frame. Done. Wouldn't want to play tennis with it, but it does make a fine scoop net. Like I said, it's... Oh, I can't reach that. Oh, I can't reach that. Gotcha. My mechanical flying fish. I built that all by myself. With my dad and Meggie. I'd rather not take Nemo apart until I... That's my family. Right now, just Grandad and I are holding down the fort. The others are all at a technology. My dad is a mechanic and a physicist. He primarily works on, things. Mother is just a whole wife and geneticist. The baby is my little sister Sydney. She once doubled her baby phone's data transfer rate. My other little sister is Meggie, my parents' pride and joy. Grandad is a war veteran and conducts secret military. Looks like I'm the... I'd rather go out into the world and become a mage, a hero like Knight Tilo. But someone has to look after Grandad and the master brewer. Another one of Dad's inventions. He calls it... We used to have... There's no way I can walk all the way to Seastone. That's many days' march through these mountains. A rolled up tarpaulin, probably just like the ones hanging all over the place. A rip-proof tarpaulin with eyes along the sides, surprisingly light. Of course, it's pretty cold all year round up here, but this year winter came particularly. It worked. I got one. A crystal clear icicle. I broke it off outside the bastion. It'll take a long time for the icicle to melt. After all, the pot isn't all that warm. I should speed up the melting process. Beards are important to dwarves. The longer the beard, and the beard ornaments tell you a lot about their owner. The master brewer. He was born the 9th of 12. He's a bachelor, but isn't one. And he was almost kicked out of. No, I can't. I'm gonna burn in hell for this, guaranteed. A piece of the master brewer's beard. If he ever finds out I'm history. It's worth a try. Yikes!
What's happening?
Oh, nothing.
What, here?
Phew. That was close. I can't get to the map as long as he's sleeping there. I can't grab it with the arm, and anyway, I might wake him. I'll have to... The X100 makes a pretty... Oh, I don't think it would like... The robot gets its energy from rubbish. That's got the power supply sorted out then. I wonder if that would work.
Oh!
Ah! Hello? Stop! That wasn't supposed to happen. I have a feeling that wasn't such a brilliant idea.
That would have made the eternal... And I... Of course! Why not? That was good.
I think he's drunk with victory, so he shouldn't... I have it. The map of the area. All I need now is a helmet and a parachute. I hope I don't need to use the parachute. I always like to keep my feet on the ground. The map shows the area between here and the human... Hello, Master Brewer, sir!
Aye, aye, Wilbur.
Say, you wouldn't happen to... I didn't think... As a warrior, you're bound to have a lot of...
What, me?
But you belong to...
Well, even when I was on the battle...
Did any of the other dwarves...
The forgotten helmet. You just don't go...
Too bad. I guess I'll have to look out... When the robot...
Ha! It was Dwarf against...
Mind.
I hit him as hard...
Oh, a shrew.
Too right. But he...
Oh.
I was so...
I talked to my granddad. He wants to help me get to the human...
Yeah? Well, of course he... But don't you think...
My granddad is a great soldier and in...
Of course he is. Of course he is. But his flying machines were mostly a bit... Honestly, son, if your grandpa reckons there's...
Granddad and I will show everyone. I have to go.
Yeah, yeah.
Love a beautiful white. The stove is still a little warm. The stove is still a little warm. You couldn't cook. The pot could make a perfect slime. Can be really easy. I don't really think I'll be able to scoop. It shouldn't take long to melt the icicle. The stove is still warm. The icicle is gone. All that's left is crystal clear water. I can't get close enough. It'll I can't get close enough. It'll snap at me. I can't get close. I'd rather not take Nemo apart. A perfect fit. Now we can make long-reaching attacks on bacteria. Now I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. It's too bad that slime had... Now that's a helmet fit for it. So that's 2 of the 3 pieces. So all I need now is a... Now that's a helmet fit for a hero. There we go, a parachute. And that's the last of my gear. I must get back to Grandad, fast. And down we go. Excuse me, Colonel
Yes, report back.
I have the pot.
Excellent, soldier. The helmet will protect you from...
Ooh,
Let me see your helmet.
it's not all that great, I know, but...
What? It's a good helmet. And... That is, of course, as long as the enemy has magic and doesn't go...
Maybe I should look for some...
Poppycock!
I got a map.
Excellent. My commanding officer. Of course, you won't be.
If what goes bad,
But if not, it's always.
I have a parachute.
Fantastic. After all, you'd only want to entrust your.
Trust my life. But so, that.
Excellent. We could get going if only my damn machine would work. But you can't find a thing in this house. No nitroglycerin, no dragon hide armor, no concentrated pillars of salt, no full mithril jacket bullets. Nothing.
What do you need all that for?
For what? It's a war!
But we just want to deliver the ring to the Archmage. Don't you think a sled...
What? I need a nitroglycerin. The only thing that comes to mind is good
Dwarven ale?
devilish stuff. We reduced complete country.
Okay, I'll...
Yes. A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plated. It's not a standard size.
A 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plate. Sounds familiar.
Come back when you've got the stuff, but bear in mind the dark.
Right. Well, that won't work. It wiggles too much. I think there's a cog in that flying fish, just like the one Grandad needs. It's stuck. Shouldn't be a problem with the right tool. There you are, a 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket, straight beveled, hard chrome plate. Maybe that cog wasn't all that. Fly. Oh. At a glance, a cog, but in detail, I'd say it's a 5/8-inch screw steel sprocket. But I'm not exactly an expert. I think I'll just leave that alone. Hello, Master...
Yeah.
Mr. Master Brewer, a soup...
Dwarven ale! It's not allowed, unfortunately.
Why not?
Have you heard about the explosion on Mount Winterpeak?
The volcanic eruption.
Volcanic eruption! Deep under that mountain was the finest ale brewery in the whole dwarven world. My dad took me there when I was nothing but 2 beer crates tall. Can you imagine how... well, some so-and-so cocked up, and after the accident, it was banned as a substance. Now it's only used in warfare and in the alk.
But you do know how to brew...
Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Of course, it's not difficult. First, you get barley germinated in a malt house, then let them bloat up after leaving them dormant for a bit. Then kiln dry the green malt, keeping it turned. Of course, mill it, making sure that the husks don't get destroyed.
The husks? What are...
Then mash the whole lot in a mash tun, obviously using a decoction procedure. After the iodine test, we get on with purifying and separating the malt from the beer wort in a slatted filter bed.
Of course, but...
In other words, we let the draft run through the mash pot. We then put the first wort in the brewing kettle, let it simmer, and add the hops. We let the wort settle to remove the trub crust, add the yeast, and then leave to ferment. Then, that's all fair enough. Then it gets...
Stop!
What? We'll just get...
I'm sure we were, but I just abandoned...
Well...
Let's assume I need a small tankard of
but I'm not...
Oh, come on, who's going to notice? You see? Wouldn't you just love a nice cold dwarven...
Oh, dwarven ale. Oh, but it's...
And if I get them, would you brew up 2 tankards then?
It's a deep. You find me the missing ingredient.
Okay.
Crystal clear mountain water, hops, and some barley for malt.
But that's it? No deviled fire, salamander...
Nope. Water, hops, and malt. Then there's just a few. But I've already...
Okay. Water, hops, and... Do you have any idea where I can...
Oh, I'm sorry, but that thieving rat took the best part of 5 sacks. I've not enough left. I've got to be careful with it.
The rat, huh? I have a pot of crystal...
Show me. Aye.
Here's some barley from my mum's kitchen. Can it be... I have to go.
Yeah.
If the rat has stolen that many... There's something in there. Something round. It's a single hop. This is Hello,
Aye.
I've got some...
Oh, no. I need more.
But I...
Oh, well, that's it as far as the dwarven ale's concerned. But...
I have to...
Yeah.
Doesn't look... Okay, I'll plant the hop in the soil. The hop is in the potting soil, but I can't possibly wait. Let's see what happens. I really can't imagine this stuff. Wow. Good fertilizer. Nah. Wow! A huge hop plant with... I've picked about 10 cones. Hello,
Aye.
I've got some...
Ho, that...
No? Well...
And that means I've got all I need to brew the lovely dwarven ale. Right, it's all go now then. Hey, laddie, just watch out that you don't get any of that in your eyes. It's dangerous stuff.
I'll be very careful. Thanks very much, sir.
Tell me, Wilbur, what do you need all that junk for? The dwarf?
Well, it's because of the ring. I need it. Grandad's helping me get the ring to the human town safe.
Oh, Wilbur.
I know, but I promised that gremlin, and I'd like to...
Taste some... You know, I don't think that the ring, but...
Really?
Aye, laddie. You still live with your parents, and you keep company with a bear, so if you do leave, and then maybe you'll come back and visit.
I promise.
Don't forget, you're going to have to...
And down we go. Excuse me, Colonel Grandad?
Yes, report back.
Here's the dwarven ale, Grandad.
Oh, my goodness, we must be careful with this. That means we're only missing the cog. Dismissed!
Here's the cog, Grandad. I had to break my flying fish for that.
War always involves sacrifice. Your flying fish was a hero. Now I have everything I need.
Take off? That's what you meant by take off.
Absolutely. I've aimed her at the town of the humans. Betsy, too, was, of course, designed to shoot grenades. But I'm confident that she'll get your capsule there, too.
Confident? Get me out of here. Please, Grandad.
Listen, my boy. I'm proud of you. You're doing something very brave. Sure, Wilbur. I'd like you to have these.
Your old aviator goggles. Oh, Grandad, I didn't think...
Too slow, my boy. Fire! Good luck.
He still hasn't told us, Mother.
He will. Who else knows about it?
The Archmage won't know about it yet. We were able to intercept the servant, as you know. But
But
an elf, Mother. She tried to free MacGuffin. She might know something.
she needs to be watched.
Very well.
And now, Mr. Professor, let us have a little chat.
Oh well, no problem. I am an elf, and I'm fit. What now? I'll get the book out of MacGuffin's secret cellar and take it to the Archmage. No, they were all gone when I got there. They collected the cage and were off. Of course I don't have to, but... Well, and even if it isn't important, those shady fellows want to have that book. It's better that we get it out of... Then don't help me. Why don't you just fly home, ungrateful feathered fowl? A large brick fireplace. That's a bit unusual, but it does make... MacGuffin has a lot of flammable objects. He presumably doesn't... The warmth will spread through to the walls. MacGuffin has a lot of... The warmth... I'd say this is a pretty basic millstone. Grain is tipped into the flour, then comes... The well rope is fastened to the windlass. The groundwater is only a few meters. That was suspiciously easy. The rope is broken and the bucket's probably at the bottom of... Strange. Someone's fitted a wooden shutter. Looks like the shutter can be opened. Strange. Looks like the... A swinging metal frame. You can hang pots or... An old watering can made out of... A pile of logs. There is no way that MacGuffin... 3 should be enough. ratty wonky scarecrow. Its clothing has been nibbled by mice. A pumpkin patch, not particularly well cared for, presumably MacGuffin. A daring structure, and just like the whole house. I should hang something from. That makes no sense if the water. Once they get going, they'll burn for a. There's a stone in the undergrowth. There's something written on it, but I can't see what it is. That could be a little gravestone. I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare hand. A wooden tub, about half. Oh, great. This has the professor's washing float. A wooden tub. Oh, great. Typical bachelor. Everything in a mess. Would appear to be a. The mirror's turned so it reflects the fireplace. Strange. A carpenter's cup. Not really worth a the mirror. Looks like the base for a statue. There's a 6-sided indentation on the base. A stone casket placed in a wooden box. The stone chest is decorated with 2 angels and has. What's likely to happen? Sand. Is it me? The chest is filled to the brim with fine sand. I can hardly sift my way through. The chest is filled to. The chest is filled to the brim. I can hardly. A strange stone head. It's been rocked. Perhaps a memento from one. A dragon's skull. It could have been a horntail, nasty creatures, but there are very few around. The last of them are now working almost exclusively as beasts of burden. A little wooden box. Doesn't look like an antique. It's locked. It's locked. A little wooden box. Old parchment and yellowing paper. Adonisham Western. A pile of parchments and papers, very old and a bit fragile. A large handwritten book. It's the Gremlin's diary. Perhaps I'll find some hints about the cellar. Let's take a closer look. Who would have ever thought that it would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to stop this madness? And I didn't find the key to it on one of my expeditions, not in dark dungeons or in fiery mountains. Oh no, I discovered the answer in an old book. He must mean the book that was hidden in the cellar, in which the information about the artifact's whereabouts is written. The notes end mid-sentence. I wonder why I haven't heard anything from Archmage Alistair yet. I sent Beetle out with a message for him yesterday morning. I hope nothing has... That was the last entry. There are others before it. What's this at the beginning? Today I have been examining the books. Amongst them was a book about herbs and tinctures. An old herbalist was adamant that I would find a recipe to cure. What a disappointment, though. I was just about to burn the book when I noticed that a disturbing tale of a tragic relationship between a magician. The travel log described how the explorer landed on he created several very beautiful. I will use these. The next entry was made 2 days later. It must be the entrance. The wrath of the gods caused. Ye gods, my hands are still shaking. Good old beetle. I have sent him to Master Alistair the art. Tomorrow, Master, I will not be. And next, there's the last entry that I read out. There's nothing more. I think these are all the things that the professor uses on his. I'll take the sieve. The rest looks pretty useless. Books, and more. The book. A rather coarse metal sieve with wooden handles on each side. Presumably the professor used it for sifting through. There is something in there. A little brass key. Let's see. There's a bit of paper in the box. The paper's densely covered with writing. There's also a drawing of a stone figure. The ghost in the machine is wise to all the secrets of this house. That's what's written here. Blah, blah. Pour the fuel into the bowl at the foot of the machine to awaken the ghost. Fuel? Ah, here. Grind the beans and tip the powder into boiling water, then pour the mixture into the bowl. We've already had that bit. You'll get the beans from the. Strange. A machine. Looks like a very ancient sarcophagus. Shame. What have we here?
What are you doing, Mortimer?
What the... Did you just speak? You speak?
Me? No.
Well, yes you do, quite obviously.
What is obvious?
That you can and do speak.
But of course.
But you just said that you didn't.
Why are you being so strange, Mortimer?
I'm not Mortimer.
Where is Mortimer?
You mean MacGuffin, the gremlin archaeologist who lives here, yes?
What?
Mortimer.
Yes?
You're called Mortimer?
No, of course not.
I think we're finished with this conversation.
I think you are slowly losing your marbles, Mortimer.
Presumably the sarcophagus lacks oxygen. A standard jelly glowfish. They're everywhere around here. Jelly glowfish are really quite frugal. The back of the fireplace. When MacGuffin wanted to heat his food up, he just needed to put it into... A small old-fashioned shield. The inside is... A small old-fashioned shield. A wooden tub about... Oh, great. This has the professor's... Not quite as good as a real mirror, but I can see my reflection. Looking good. I can only see myself and a portion of the room and the What's that? A box with some kind of glass eye. I haven't got a clue what it's for. What's that? I haven't... I'd say this is a pretty basic meal. The flour then comes out. Looks like the shutter can be opened. That should hold. Let's give it a whirl. It worked. This means that There's fresh well water in the watering can. I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare. I should hang something. The watering can with the cold well water is hanging on the metal arm. It'd be better to light the fire first, then the... Do you have any idea which artifact could be so powerful that... No, that's been lost to... No, that's been thrown back into the safe. No, I haven't got a clue. It'll be in the gremlin. Why is that... Yes, sir. Normally you're the first. Good luck, little one. They'll burn well. They're dry as bone. MacGuffin has a lot of flammable objects. He presumably doesn't want an open fire and sparks flying around in the house. The warmth will spread through to the walls inside. MacGuffin has the warmth. I wonder what sort of machine is being talked about here. The paper indicates some kind. I'd say this is the flour. The pumpkin should have been harvested long ago. A scarecrow that doesn't... I can't remove the... An upturned flower. There's a stone under it. That could be a fire. Presumably the professor wanted to... I'll give it a go. What? I can only see myself and a portion of the room and the There's a six-sided indentation on the base. Perhaps the mounting for a statue. There's a six-sided Must be that.
So good. A very strange person was...
That was me.
You? Mort?
That doesn't...
Exact. Have you done some...
Are you seriously mistaking me?
Oh, don't be so hard.
I am... Can you tell me how I can get...
Into the cellar?
And where...
What cellar?
What?
What? You have...
Yes. I can still remember a time when once they were brought under... Wait, there is something else. It has something a bit like a knob on the top of it. Nothing else in... Let's see. Fits perfect. Ooh, this must be the ominous machine. The statue has small holes in its nose, and it appears... Hello, you... Oh, mighty God. Let's look at it this way. If you don't give me the... Why the wait? The vessel's a few centimetres deep and empty. The vessel's a few Oi! If you're really so familiar with Hello? Oi! If you're... Hello? The vessel's a few centimetres... Beans... Oh, and what was that about the fuel? The vessel's a few centimetres deep and empty. The vessel's a few centimetres... What's that? A box with some kind of glass eye. It seems to be... I haven't got a clue what it's for. I'm definitely not tidying up. A wooden dog. A wooden dog. A crackling fire burns in the hearth. Let's see. The water's boiling. Watering can full of hot water. If it's worked at all, then those beans should be ground to a powder already. It works! The beans are being ground to powder. That's it. Very well. The water's turning brown. And it smells... That's the fuel for the machines. And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain. Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
Oh no.
Thanks. A clever mechanism. So this is the legendary secret cellar. The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the